Okay, you guys, I wish you could smell this. I'm just gonna,
I know.
Leah, this is no joke.
Fall in a glass.
I want my whole house to smell like this.
I know.
All right, I'll get you in on the secret. This is Cider House Blend Herbal Tea. This is from the Spice and Tea Exchange. I'm gonna read it one more time so you go get this. Cider House Blend Herbal Tea from Spice and Tea Exchange. Okay? I haven't even tasted it yet. This smells delicious.
It smells amazing, yes, and you do. You could just simmer that all day.
All day.
And your house would smell fantastic.
Exactly. Hey, why are we brewing tea today, Leah?
Oh, because it's time to spill the tea, both literal and figurative. This is where you send us your drama. We share it and kind of work through it all together, anonymously, of course.
Of course, with our friends at the Spice and Tea Exchange, we couldn't do it without them.
Could not do it without them. They're right there in Rehoboth Beach.
That's right. Thank you, Leah. All right, I'm going to start to spill this.
All right.
You spill that.
Okay, here we go. My son is a 6th grader, and his math teacher uses a lot of videos. They did a class project on geometry where the groups of students did shorts on geometry, and they watched it, and the teacher posted it on the school website and also on his TikTok. This parent says they understand social media is popular with kids. It's not going anywhere, so you got to adapt. But at the same time, moderate, like junk food.
Sure.
This parent says, after wrestling with it, I spoke to my son and said, I'm fine with you being in a class video, but I'm not okay with you being on Mr. J's personal TikTok page without my permission. My son said that he told Mr. J it was okay, and it made this parent laugh. They said, I said, you can't even be trusted to shower every day, let alone decide when you can appear on someone's TikTok page.
Fair.
Sure, a lot of parents can relate to that. So this parent says they sent an email to Mr. J telling him what I thought and their stance on this, saying, it's okay for their kid to participate in videos, but not for them to be posted on TikTok. So this, I get it. This is a pretty complicated scenario, I guess, where I can see as social media becomes more and more popular, and a lot of teachers do use it. I mean, I watch a lot of the content that teachers post. Usually it's with each other. Not so much with the students, but occasionally you see, student-driven or student-focused content.
That's right. And I think it's rare, too, that we have a parent versus a kid.
Yeah.
But I do like this because I'm going to side wholeheartedly with the parent on this one. But before I get into all that, let's try this tea.
Yes.
I've been dying. Oh, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. If you are more of an apple cider person as opposed to a pumpkin spice person, this is the tea for you.
This is good. If you like both, this does have apple in it. What else does it have in here?
Yeah.
Cinnamon. Ooh, okay.
Hibiscus,
Clove,
I think.
Orange. There's a lot in here. Okay.
Yeah.
This will help us get through this today.
Yeah.
So I agree with the parent 100%. And I say this as someone who, when I was younger, I wanted social media so bad. I was so mad my parents wouldn't let me have Facebook back in the day because, that was the big thing back in the day. And I'm so happy my mom didn't let me. I know I would have posted cringe things that I thought were funny as a 6th grader.
Yeah.
And they're just not. So I also know so many parents who maybe they have some sort of I don't know what the word would be, like a high profile job or maybe a government job or something, just something where you don't want your kids in the public eye. Maybe you're in law enforcement. Parents tend to know better on why their kids shouldn't be posted.
Yeah, and I don't think there should be too much pushback from a teacher if that's the case. I mean, I remember when I was a babysitter all the time, and the kids that I was watching, they did know more what TikTok was and all this sort of social media pop culture things, and they were, they'd want to be like, oh, let's make a video, you have TikTok, and I'd be like, yeah, but I don't want you guys in it. I just, that's something we would have to talk to your parents about, and just I could see maybe if the teacher's account was private, but I think that's also part of the parents' concern is that they don't know what the teacher is necessarily using the videos for on their own personal time. Probably nothing.
Right. But you just don't know nowadays.
But you just don't know.
It's tricky. And middle school, high school, I think, is a little bit different. If my 17-year-old,
Sure.
That's a little bit different. But I think they said he was in 6th grade, right?
6th grade, yep.
So how old is that? Is that 12, 13?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you just
12.
In my opinion, and again, this is coming from two people who are not parents, but we have been teenagers. And
yes, in the height of social media.
Yes, and we know that we can be wrong about things when we're younger. So yeah, I'm with the mom on this, and yeah, hopefully the teacher doesn't give any pushback. I don't think teachers should be posting their kids really ever. I mean, think of even I'm sure this isn't the case, but you have a kid in foster care or a kid where the parents are going through a custody battle. It's just sometimes nice to just keep them out
and
of
just
that.
like the parent said too, I mean, it's fine for the kid to participate in class videos, to show the class, share with the class, but it stays in the classroom. And I think that's, honestly, we both really liked this tea today, because I think it is something that a lot of parents can relate to, and maybe even just kind of open your eyes to, and you know, ask your kids about things in school, what they're doing in school, just to always be aware of what's going on in the classroom.
Yeah, we're big supporters of independence and all of that, but yeah, as a young kid, I agree you can't give your consent at that age.
Yeah. Yep. I agree.
All right, you go, Mom.
Yep, and that's today's tea.
That's
we spilled it.
Yes, that's right.
Both the literal tea and the literal tea from our friends at Spice and Tea Exchange on Rehoboth Avenue in Rehoboth Beach, and of course the figurative tea as well, which you can always send us, team@coastlife.com.
That's right. I think we're gonna finish this.
Yes.
So cozy and warm. We'll be right back though with more Coast Life.
Spill the Tea was brought to you by the Spice and Tea Exchange of Rehoboth.